Hello, hello, and welcome back. It's LaShonda Henry here, aka Sister Sense. Today, let's talk about some virtual doorbusters that you can create. We are once again inside the Finish Strong week. Essentially, every day for 5 days, I've been hosting 3 webinar workshops to help you when it comes to your productivity, your annual planning, and getting set up for sales. So let's jump into our session for today. When we left off yesterday, we basically spent the whole day talking about the 1K 1 day challenge, whether you are trying to work on creating a solid 4-figure foundation where you're getting better at generating, again, 1K in 1 day, 1 week, or even 1 month. We talked about that all day yesterday, number one. Number two, if you are enjoying this series, but you would like access to all 15 plus I was about to say workshops, webinars, workshops, yeah. If you want access to all the replays we've done this week, you can find them at SusanSense.com/FSW for Finish Strong Week number one. Number two, every morning for this particular series, our objective is to work on days of doing. Essentially, 5 to 10 days when you are proactively working on your progress, your profit, and your productivity, ideally finding at least one thing you can do consistently. Let me know if you struggle with consistency, because as entrepreneurs go, that's one of the most common challenges. Struggle with getting things done on a consistent basis. And I have two things. Number one, I have the 100 Days of Doing Challenge, and I have the 100 Challenge, which talks about different aspects of working on your productivity. Now, both of those essentially are about working on your habits over a 90 to ideally 100-day period. But of course, I know that everybody needs to start somewhere. So as part of Finish Strong, I wanted to give you the opportunity to at least take a piece out of those challenges and work on 5 to 10 days of intentional action. Now, side note, if you're curious, you can always go over to SusanSense.com/100 if you want to learn about the 100 challenge, number one, or 100 days, SusanSense.com/100 days, if you want to learn about 100 days of doing, number two. Building your audience, boosting your sales, working on your customers and conversions is all the things that I want to do with you. So let's jump into our conversation for today. Okay, so we are going to focus on creating doorbusters, but I want to friendly remind you that outside of today's topic, my goal is to encourage you to identify, again, at least something that you can tether yourself to and work on as a micro project over a 5 to 10 day period. So far as when it comes to days of doing, I've been encouraging you to think about maybe dropping a daily deal for 5 to 10 days, working on getting new consultation or coaching clients, doing discovery sessions intentionally over the course of 5 to 10 days, working on a series of TikTok and Reels short form videos to kind of get you into the momentum of creating more video content, live streaming sessions at least once a day for 5 to 10 days to boost your visibility and get you again back into the swing of things if you feel like you've fallen off course. Intentionally working on your YouTube content. Google owns YouTube. You want to work on search engine optimization. You want to work on organic marketing. You want to widen your reach. Create more video content specifically on the YouTube platform. Either create a channel or work on updating the one that you already have. Strategically work on creating email content, mailing your whole list, segmented list, or individuals manually, reaching out to them to see if you can work with them and or if they're interested in something new that you have available, or know of people they can refer to you and or your business products and services. And then, of course, for me, the last on this particular list when it comes to identifying something that you can do intentionally over the course of 5 to 10 days is my favorite signature Sister Sense strategy, Social in 60. Social in 60 is literally me taking at least 60 seconds to jump on social media, interact, leave a comment, reshare something that I or someone else posted that's interesting, posting a quick link to let people know, hey, this is what I've got going on today, Social in 60. Again, doing that within a 60-minute period, or honestly within 60 seconds, just to pop in, be present, and then do what you need to do for the rest of your day. Those are some of the days of doing micro activities that I have been sharing with y'all. Number one, now that we've talked about that, and you're still with me, let's go into doorbusters, okay? So when I was a kid, I would remember my mom just absolutely loving JCPenney and Macy's doorbusters and us getting up at the wee hours of the morning to make sure that she was one of the first ones in the building, right? Doorbusters, usually in the retail space, you are getting really special, limited period, limited time, discounted deals, and again, usually in the early morning, right? I want to talk to you today about creating virtual doorbusters online, especially when you consider right now this is the time to really rev up your e-commerce efforts. So many people are shopping online more than ever before, right? So first one here, this particular example, I dropped 3 of these this morning, okay? So I want to talk to you about the ODD $1 deals. I know I'm not the only one who remembers when you could get CDs or books or you can get, movies, DVDs for like a 1 cent or $1, right? These are old, tried and true marketing and sales strategies to get people in the door and coming back for more. So I want you to think about if you could potentially create a dollar offer or take one of your current offers and roll back the price to $1 to strategically promote some solid content to your audience. Now, what you'll see in brackets are basically short links, and let me explain. If you were to go over to sistersense.com/ODDTW, you would see a page that gives you these examples. I'm a visual girl, okay? So I wanted to be able to share quite a few visual examples with you. I'm going to take you over to these visuals in just a second, but before I do, let me give you a quick rundown of these virtual doorbusters, especially if you got other things to do and you want this to be a nice and sweet overview of what you can do, okay? So $1 deals, number one. $7 solutions, number 2. These are what I call low price point, high quality, solution driven, passive digital products. There's a lot in there, okay, for you to unpack. Number 1, low price point but high quality. You're not going to create crap. Let's just keep it real, okay? You're not going to create stuff that is like, why are you even selling this just because it's $7, right? If you want to create entry point offers that get people in the door and coming back for more, even at the low price point, it needs to be high quality, right? Your free and low price point stuff has to be better than their stuff, your competitors, if you want people to come back and buy more, okay? Get them to try a little and buy more. Low price point, high quality, okay? $7 solutions, number 2. Number 3 for me, we're going to talk about getting paid with free OTU up lead magnets. OTU is what I call an opt-in to upsell, okay? It's important for me to differentiate this versus what some people do, because some entrepreneurs, they go, oh my God, I finally put out a freebie, I finally put out a lead magnet, and they give it to people, and then it goes to a thank you page. Thank you so much. That's it, right? Either they don't do anything once the person gets on the list, or all they do is an email funnel, right? Or hopefully they do a funnel sequence, or after they sign up, they try to build a relationship with that person. But a lot of people just get you on the list, and then you never really hear from them for a few weeks or even a few months, right? What you want to do, in my opinion, is put an automatic upsell, attach it to that lead magnet. So the minute they sign up, I always say while you have their attention, you want to strategically mention the next thing, right? That goes into my 3 N's. You want to mention something that's now, something that's new, something that's coming up next, right? Upsell them while they have expressed interest. I'll show you what an OTU looks like as well. Then we have free customer appreciation. Not only do you want to focus on new when it comes to new customers, you want to love on your previous customers too. So one thing that you can and should be doing is working on customer retention and activation by sharing, or rather showing, your customer appreciation. I value you. Here's something free that I want to gift you, or something that you can gift your friends and family, because I want more people like you in my community, right? Free customer appreciation gifts, free pop-up or virtual experience, especially for someone who does virtual webinars or summits, or you do things remotely quite frequently. Give people the opportunity to have what I call TTOs, taste testers. Kind of like when you go taste tester offers, when you go to like your Sam's Card or your Costco, your local grocery store, and they're like, hey, try this. Do you like it? You're like, oh my God, that tastes great. Okay, go to aisle 12 today, just for today. We're going to give it to you for like half off, right? You want to give people a taste tester offer. Number one, you want to work on creating RTEs. Those are what I call real-time experiences, right? So they get to experience you, listen to you, go, oh my gosh, what am I doing that I don't consume everything that this person has? You want to give them TTO taste tester offers. Feel free to screenshot this page, by the way, so when I go over to the resources that I want to share with you, you know exactly where to go to see these resources too, okay? So that I'm not the only one, okay? Definitely, by the way, let me pause for a second so I can say a few things to you. Number one, friendly reminder, if you're not in the Finish Strong experience, you can learn more about that over at Finish Strong. Success.com/Finish Strong, number one. Number two, we are literally in this amazing experience, and I want you to be able not to just consume it live, but catch all of the 15-plus sessions on the replay side. So if you do not have access to the Finish Strong replays, you can always get them at citizensense.com/FSW for Finish Strong replays, or Finish Strong week, because we're doing this for a week. And I will say that those of you who are in my Sister Sense Circle, which is my mentorship, mastermind, accountability community, you get the Finish Strong replays for free. So if you're in the program, great. If you want to get in the program, even better. But otherwise, you can download instant access to all the replays for Finish Strong if that is something that you would like to do. Learn about all about those things over at citizensense.com/Finish Strong. And then, of course, make sure that you tell at least 2 or 3 besties to come along, join these sessions live, or catch it on the replay side. If they're working on getting better with their business productivity, working on their annual planning for the new year, or getting clear about how to get set up for sales, like literally how to set up digital products and sell stuff online. These are things that we're doing as part of this 3 webinar a day, 4 or 5 days, Finish Strong Week experience, okay? Just wanted to friendly remind so that I don't forget to let those of you who don't know, now you know. So free pop-up virtual experiences, free trainings. And there are a lot of different ways that you could share your free information content, free trainings, especially my information entrepreneurs who want to get better at selling your digital products and or your virtual experiences. And then daily deals, right? Especially in this economy where everybody's talking about the recession and inflation. You don't want to just focus on the negative. You want to work on creating spaces with more positive. Offer some great daily deals to your audience, okay? I think a lot about, as a virtual entrepreneur, how I can integrate really tried and true marketing and sales strategies that offline businesses, especially retail businesses, utilize all the time, right? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Do what they do to work on bringing in that consistent revenue. Now that I've shared with you a quick overview of the doorbusters, let's look at the examples. And again, while we are doing this, feel free to check in with me if you have questions, number one, or would like some feedback on some things that you can do, number two. Okay? So, first thing that I want to do is take you to the dollar deal page because I'm a visual girl and I feel like it would be great for you to see these examples and then also see, like, logistically why I do certain things on these pages. Okay, we're going to look at landing pages, in some cases sales pages. Let's see, example number one, sistasense.com. That's me, Sistases. I had to pause for a second. Sistasense. Okay, that is me, Sistasense. And you can go to sistasense.com/ODDTW for $1 deals this week. Okay? So here are my $1 deals for the week. Okay? And I'm going to show you each of them and talk about logistically why I put them together the way I have. Okay? So let's click on the first one. This is the Easy ebook workbook template. I'm a web and graphics designer, okay? You want to create taste testers of your offers. What is something that you sell? Can you get them a piece? Can you get them in the door and coming back for more, okay? This is one of my templates. It's literally right now $1, okay? Now, if somebody was to go here and click it, they can grab it for $1. But guess what? People are always asking me for templates for specific things. Literally, I have to respond back to one of my clients, and she was like, LaShonda, do you have any planner templates that I can use, right? And so I got that email yesterday. I'm going to respond back today. If you were to click the little plus button and add it, now it goes from a $1 purchase to a $37 purchase, okay? Now, in addition to utilizing my templates to create awesome things, a lot of times entrepreneurs will ask me, LaShonda, can you help me create digital products? Can you help me with my marketing? Can you help me with my sales? I have a training called Grow Sales Grow, how to get better with your online sales. Add that to the cart. Now it becomes a $67 offers. Why do people create doorbusters? Obviously to sell that thing, but to be honest with you, it's more about the other things that they want to sell. Number one, they're going to make them limited. So even though they get a bunch of people in, not everybody's going to get the doorbusters. That's the first thing. But they want to give the discount because it's the appealing thing, okay? Actually, I talked about the holiday sales of it all. And during Black Friday, I was going out with my son just to kind of see what we could see. And my hubby said to me, well, okay, if you're going out there, see if you can get me a Fire Stick. I was like, all right, cool, no problem. So I went to Walmart to check out some things, and I went in particular because they had a wireless earphone set that was a doorbuster, right? It was like $9.88, right? And I was like, okay, we got the AirPods, but you know what? You always could use a couple of backups if you need it or somebody else needs, a little wireless headset or whatever. So I said, let me just pick up a couple of these, right? That was a doorbuster for me. Mind you, I went in there just for that, and then we ended up buying several other things as well. But that's what the doorbuster is supposed to do. It's supposed to get you in the door, right? So as I was getting the AirPods and some towels and other things, I said to the electronic attendant in the gadgets and electronics section, I was like, my hubby needs a Fire Stick. Where is that? And she was like, we don't sell those. You got to go to Best Buy. I was like, oh, okay. Guess what? Ding, ding, ding. Exclusive. So while I was at Walmart, said if I can get everything in this store while I'm here and it's convenient, let me do it. Can't get it here. You got to go to that store. Why? Because this particular store, they don't have to match everybody's price or whatever. They've got that on lock as an exclusive. Okay? So, all right, no problem. I'm going to go over there. I ended up spending over $500 at Best Buy. First of all, I didn't intend on going to Best Buy, okay? But number one, they had an exclusive offer. When you create your offers and you make them irresistible, a part of it is creating stuff that nobody has because nobody's going to sell your stuff. Especially if you're an information entrepreneur and you have your trainings, your videos, your community, your ebooks, your planners, your stuff. Nobody else is selling your stuff, right? So that is what makes it exclusive and irresistible from that perspective, number one. Number two, when it came to the Fire Stick, there were three options for me. There was a $15.99 version, a $24.99 version, and a $49.99 version, right? And so I wasn't buying it in particular, but I said, you know what, let me get the $24.99 version for him. I said, can I use it with our smart TV or whatever? And she was like, yeah, that'd be cool. And I was like, okay, fine. I ended up getting several other things. My son got Beats. I ended up buying the Oculus. Listen, but I was about to go and get, because I want a iRobot or one of those robot vacuums. Mind you, I have one, but I want one of those what is it? Like they empty themselves, self-emptying ones, right? So I was like, okay, at this point, I didn't even plan on coming in this damn store. I'm capping myself at the $500 I've spent thus far. I got to go. That's the idea here, okay? You've got irresistible offers, exclusive offers. When they come in, they're walking around, they're looking around, they're buying other things, or they're with other people, and other people are like, ooh, we should get this. Ooh, yeah, we should get that. And that's how you get your sales. Impulse sales, repeat customers, new customers, all the things, okay? So first, excuse me, doorbuster that I want to show you is these right here. That was the workbook. Then here's the Fresh Start Framework, okay? It's $1. $1, and you get to download my guide on my 3 Simple Plans TSP framework, okay? It's a limited time. Normally, I do always have these at reduced rates, but not $1. I'm doing a $1 deal doorbuster. Again, doorbusters are for a limited time. Okay, let me click on that. Now, there are a couple of things. GBB is actually a good sales reference to teach you if you're not aware of it. Good, better, best. Kind of like with the Fire Stick, they were like, you can get the good version for $15, a better version for $25, the best version for $50, right? They gave 3 options for that Fire Stick, good, better, best. People who are like on a tight budget, they're like, listen, I'm going to get the cheapest one I can, okay? Or either tight budget or they don't quite really know the brand. They're not like used to you yet, so they don't want to overspend. They don't want to overtake a chance, so they're going to go for the lowest one, right? People who are money is no object and they want the best of the best of the best, they're going to go for the highest one. People who are looking for not the cheapest version but a decent version, they'll go for the one in the middle, right? Good, better, best. The Fresh Start Framework gives you a guide that breaks down my TSP plan. Then I did a webinar so that I could basically teach you what's in the guide, okay? That's more. You add that to the cart. Now it goes from a $1 offer to a $7 offer, okay? Now I'm currently working through my Fresh Start 90-day program, okay? I'm literally like a week or 2 away from finishing that, right? So I said, hey, listen, if you missed our Fresh Start 90-day program, I'm going to give you the opportunity to grab that at a reduced rate, okay? Now, they can get the framework by itself or get the framework and the webinar, right? And that's going to be $7. Let's see what happens when they get the framework plus everything with the 90-day program. It's $47. So literally, I can take a $1 offer and have the potential of selling up to $47 here as part of this virtual doorbuster. Now, also think about this particular example. It's a good, better, best example, right? Where the good is getting the framework guide, that PDF guide for $1, number one. The better, right, is getting the framework plus the access to watch the webinar for $7. Number two, the best is to get everything plus the whole damn 90-day program, right? The whole program is 90 days, $97. You get all of it for $47. Instant access, watch everything, download everything, use all the templates whenever you want, right? Good, better, best. Now, keep in mind the dollar deal is a limited time offer, number one. The program replays are $97 by themselves, but when you do an upsell on a sales page, usually you're going to give them some sort of incentive to buy this thing now versus buy it later. You can't go back to the full page and get it, because if you go to the full page for the 90-day program, you're going to see you got to pay the $97 for the 90 days of replays. If you get it here, you get half off. So you think about when you're going to add upsells, why the hell would they buy it now versus later? There's going to be some sort of a discount here. So the framework would be $27. The webinar would be $27, but you can literally get it here for $6. The 90-day would be $97, but you could literally get it here for $46, right? So it's significant reduced rate, the incentives of getting it now versus waiting until later, and then you got to get it somewhere else. Let me give you an example of that. It's funny. So the day we were doing our Black Friday thang, right? I want you to write this down, by the way. Opportunities expire. Opportunities expire, right? So the day we were doing our Black Friday thing, we ended up at Ross because it was in the plaza. And, of course, you know, even though you don't necessarily intend on going to one store, if you're in the area, at some point you're like, might as well, right? So we ended up at Ross, and I am a color girl. If you look at my branding, I love bright colors. One of my brands, my kids' brand, is called Bright Colors, okay? I love it. Makes me happy. I went in there. I saw this beautiful brat bag, bright colors all over the place, and it was by Karl Lagerfeld, okay? Hopefully I'm pronouncing his last name right, but he's got some really cute brands. I'm a animation, illustration, bright colors kind of girl, so his products hit me. Number one. Number two, I love tote bags. I have like so many bags. I got bags on bags on bags, right? My own personal branded bags for Sister Sense. But long story short, looked at the bag, said, I like the bag. I'm about to buy this bag, okay? Now, the bag was $65. So I was like, Shonda, really? Like, did you come out here to go and spend close to $1,000? Like, seriously. Because you went and got some stuff at Walmart. Now you went and got some stuff at Best Buy. Now you coming in Ross. Now my son, he's like, I want to get these Puma shoes. And we're picking up all this stuff today. I said, I really didn't come out here to be dropping all these hundreds. I need to take my behind home and stop looking at Black Friday stuff. So I let the bag, I took a picture of it, and let the bag go, okay? I'm telling you, opportunities expire. So in my heart of hearts, you know when you see something, if you impulse buy it, sometimes you feel bad, right? So I said, I ain't going to impulse buy it. I ain't going to do that. I went home, and it was just on my spirit. I was like, man, I want that bag. I want that bag. So I went back to Ross the next day. Baby, the bag was gone. Okay, $65. The bag was gone. It was awesome. So I was like, all right, let me Google it, okay? So I was like, damn, because the bag is $198 regular, but it just so happened to be at Ross. You know, they discount everything for $65, okay? Then when I was looking at that particular bag online, I was like, man, people are selling it for like $140, $150. Shit, I ain't want to buy it for $65. I definitely don't want to buy it for $150. Opportunities expire. Now, if you can't get, now, you know, places like Ross, you can't order their stuff online. You have to actually see it in store. So I was obsessed for a couple of days, just every day going to Ross, because they do carry his bags and they always bring them, but not in high qualities. So the quantities, the probability of me getting there on a day where they actually have that bag again, pretty freaking slim, right? So I said, okay, discounted bag, look for this brand, let's try eBay, right? eBay has quite a few of them. I found one. The person was asking for, I want to say about $120. And of course, with eBay, you can put in bids or you can make an offer. So I did. I was like, I'll buy it for 80. And they were like, sure. Bam, got my bag. So I was like, okay, I got it for 80 versus 65. Number one, opportunities expire. I didn't even want to get it for 65. Okay. But then when I realized it, I love it. It's so different, so unique. I said I should have got that bag. So getting it for 80 versus 65 is not that bad, considering that it retails for $198, practically $200, right? I say that to say, when you create these doorbusters, these limited time offers, people can come back and buy it again if they so choose to. But again, making them mindful of the fact that, hey, opportunities expire. You may have to pay some more. Now, mind you, I got it for $80, but I also had to pay for shipping, so I pretty much paid I paid $98.98, which is pretty cool. I just like double numbers and duplicate repetitive numbers, things like that. I don't know if you're a person like me when it comes to those things, but anyway, I got it for $80, but then I also had to pay for shipping, so it came out to $98.98. Versus if I'd have just bought the damn bag at Ross when I saw it, and then gotten it for, I don't know, maybe about $70 with tax or something, right? I say to myself, it's just a few extra dollars more, but still, when you take advantage of things when they're available, that's the kind of energy that you want to give to your potential customers, right? When it comes to motivating them to buy now versus buy later, okay? So let's go back to these dollar deals. The next one here is my Brandy starter kit. So I have my starter when it comes to good, better, best. I always have my starter products. Let me do this one more again. Okay. Having a little bit of a lag there. I always have my starter product. Oh, there goes my alarm. Time to get ready to drop my kid off to school, the life of a mom. Hopefully his dad will do it for me today. He's been dropping him to school. We tag team it sometimes. So let's see what he says to me today. Okay. Now, I always will have the good, better, best option when it comes to certain products, especially products with a high price point best offer attached to it, right? And I will have the good at a reduced rate. For this one, for a limited time, it's $1, okay? So there's 3 versions, the starter kit, the brand kit, and then the bundle with all of it, right? $1, $97, $297, okay? So that's the good, better, best, giving people 3 options there, number one. Number 2, being able to give them pricing options as far as how they can pay. So they have the ability to pay with PayPal, pay with their credit card, or buy now, pay later using something like Klarna or Affirm. There are payment options here. Then, on this particular page, they have the opportunity to add even more to the cart. So not only can they go from, ooh, I just want the dollar deal, to, oh, man, I might as well get the, wow, wait, nope, I need all of it. For $297, they can go here. They can add on my monthly mentorship community at $47 a month. Right now, it is $47, but it's going to $97. Literally in a couple of days. So guess what? They get the opportunity to get grandfathered in and save $50 off of that, right? Then they can add on this bundle that is normally, to be honest with you, it's got like 500 plus worth of my best content in here. But I'm pre-selling this bundle. So yes, you can pre-sell your digital stuff to sell it now and then deliver it later at $100, right? Then on top of that, I have a new product as well. So literally, if they put all of those things in the cart, number one, it goes from a $1 offer to $491, pretty close to $500 from one page. This is built on SamCart. Number one, I love selling products on the SamCart platform and the ConvertKit platform, number one. Number two, outside of buying these things for themselves, they can also gift. If you click that gift, they can gift the product to a friend if they want to. So they could buy it for yourself, they could buy it for other people. It's the gift giving season. Why not have this feature on your website? Now, side note, there are several platforms that I absolutely love and always talk about. ConvertKit for list building and putting together simple sales pages. You can check them out over at citizens.com/ConvertKit, number one, or Samcart. If you have the budget, get ConvertKit and Samcart to create more sophisticated sales pages like this one. I absolutely love them. If you want to try them out through me, you can go to citizens.com/Samcart. Okay? Now, there are a lot of things that I'm saying to you right now. Only take what you need. But when I show you this particular dollar offer, it's because I wanted to show you a different type of sales page. The first ones I showed you, I actually built on ConvertKit. They're pretty cool, but they are pretty simple. There's a photo on the left, just details on the right. You click, and if you want to add one or two things to the cart, you can. Bim, bam, boom, you're off to the races. The other one has way more features. You can add a gift. You can pay with Klarna. You can pay with PayPal. You can pay with your credit card. You can add those upsells. You can all the things. The page looks different because there's so many ways you can customize your pages in Samcart, and then the features are way more than what you can do in ConvertKit. Plus, you can even put together a membership area or a course library, right? A lot of features in Samcart. Now, if you're a techie person or you have the time or interest in learning how to use it, or somebody like myself that can set either of these up for you, amazing. But if you're looking for something budget-friendly to be able to both capture people's emails and sell products, to me, ConvertKit is the budget-friendly starter solution, okay? So those are the dollar deals examples that I wanted to share with you, number one. Number two, I want to show you something. This particular page, can you look at the top? It says sistasense.com.my Canva site. I designed this page. This whole thing, this lovely website right here, was designed in Canva. I know it doesn't look like what you would think a Canva design would look like, but you can build websites in Canva. And I do have this template available as part of my Brand You Pages bundle. And I'll talk about that in a second. But if you wanted to build a website just like this, where you can put in your links, and even you can put in, I have some of these are videos. You can literally press and watch my YouTube videos inside of this Canva template. You could grab that as part of my Brand New Pages bundle, okay? Side note. So we, like I mentioned before, are going to explore different types of door busters that you can put together, and I've intentionally put different examples in here to share with you, okay? So let's go over to the $7 solutions. Remember, I said those for me are digital products, passive income, solution-driven, all of the above, okay? I believe in LPP. I call those low price point products. I've been creating them from the very beginning. I don't do paid ads. I do mainly organic marketing. So to get people in the door and coming back for more, I create low price point products under $100 and very often on the $1, $5, $3, $7, $10 low end. Okay, dollar deals and steals, that's where I live. Okay, now my ebook, $7 Solutions, is available for $7, and I talk about different types of passive digital products, because not all digital products are passive. Some of them require you to proactively do what you need to do. Now, not all digital products are perfect passive, meaning that you do have to put in work to actually put them together or update them, but they have a passive feel in that you can sell them to many people so long as you get better at marketing and promoting that offer to many people for it to generate revenue on a regular basis for you, okay? So my $7 Solutions Guide is $7. And you can get it by itself, or if you wanted to, you can get the ebook plus take the Setup for Sales 7-Day Challenge, which would help you create a $7 solution, okay? So either get the ebook or get the ebook and the challenge. Those are the things that I do. Either I'm going to give you the good, the better, and the best, or I'll give you a good and a best. 1, 2, or 3, giving people options helps you to increase your profit per sale. So the doorbuster, that's the goal, get them in the door. And if you do want to add a little bit more, whether it be payment options, as you can see here, as opposed to 3 payment options, there are 2. You also can add order bumps where you're like, hey, do you want to add this to the cart? Do you want to add this to the cart? Put it in the cart, put it in the cart, put it in the cart, right? This is how you create what we call a one-page sales funnel. Literally on one page, you are selling multiple things with one main thing. Everything else is optional. But if you do your job creating eye-gasmic, like I look at it, I really want it, offers, and creating copy that's compelling, written word, adding on video, or in my case, a lot of times I add in audio that's going to help people really see the value in what you have as far as the other things. They may go from just the $1 deal or the $7 deal and buy other things within that moment. But of course, at the very least, if you do capture them, get them to purchase, and then through that purchase, make sure that now they're on your email list. It's always easier to sell to somebody who's bought from you, right? So then you can start to build a relationship, send them ongoing emails, and what I like to call CC comeback coupons, okay? You want to get them coming back. Retain or reactivate. Those are some other things to consider. Now, the next one here is OTU, opt-in to upsell. You give them a freebie, they sign up to it, and then you say, hey, I got something else that's good for you today. Remember, you can screenshot this page to go to any of these links to see the examples or take advantage of the resources. All of them start with my URL, my business name, SistaSense, SistaSense.com, and then you can fill in the blank. So 5FT stands for 5 free tools. Let's go take a look at that bad boy. SistaSense.com/5FT. Baby. 5 free tools from yours truly. I make templates all the time. So you come here and you put in your name and you put in your email address and you download your template, right? Now, I have something called the Template Hub that has over 100 templates. I want you to join the Template Hub. So I'm going to give you 5 templates and say, hey, how about you go and join the Template Hub and get access to even more? That is an upsell, automatic, because I want people to see that that is something they have available to them, number one. Number two, I can't believe I didn't put that one in there. So let me pause for real quick, make sure that I add one of my favorites, FEBT. Could have sworn that I added that, but I didn't. Back to presentation mode. Okay, so FEBT stands for free ebook template. You want a free ebook template from your girl? Grab all my freebies today. Okay, FEBT, that's for free ebook template. Let's do the same thing. Name, email, and download. Okay, now, where did you take me, LaShonda? Well, I took you to the Template Hub. I'm like, listen, if you're going to get that template, that free ebook template, baby, you might as well get access to my Template Hub. Let's look at this. You have the opportunity to get 25 templates for $25, so it's basically 25 for $25, $1 per template. You can get access to my Template Hub for $95, so you're basically getting 100 templates plus more than 100 for $95. Or you can get those templates plus the templates that I created for the new year at $295. To be clear, that is, once again, the good, better, best. There is details and visuals about what is included as far as all the templates. There are also not only the visuals, right, so you can see what these templates look like, you can also click play and listen to me, okay? VSLs, very common for sales pages. They call those video sales pages or video sales letters. I don't always like getting cute and in front of the camera, so I created and coined the term ASL, audio sales letters. You'll see a lot of my sales pages, I put audio versus video. It's just easier for me to record it versus getting in front of the camera, but I do want people to be able to hear my voice and have me break down things that they may not have read in the sales copy, because trust me, not everybody reads all this, okay? Some of them just look at the highlights, and then they're like, okay, yay or nay, okay? So the opt-in to upsell is immediately, I gave you those free templates. You go in your inbox, you got your free ebook template, but then I shared with you the fact that there are so many other beautiful professional templates that you can get through yours truly, and each of these have a good, better, best option, okay? I've got 2 more to share with you when it comes to getting paid with free. BT Kit. This one is old, but it's still one of my old goodies. My Brand Like a Boss Toolkit. It's absolutely free, baby. Get the free version, but guess what? The Brand Like a Boss bundle is a paid version. So one of the things that you can think about when you build your doorbusters is have the low price point version or the free offer have a very similar name to the upgraded product. The toolkit is free, the bundle is paid, right? So it's like, hey, you just signed up for the toolkit. It'll be in your inbox in a few minutes, but also be sure to grab the bundle. While you have their attention, intentionally mention the next thing. That's why you're creating these doorbusters, to get them in the door and coming back for more. I need you to just speak that into your life and into your spirit, okay? People are looking for deals. They're looking for steals. Some people will get the lowest product, and that's great. The idea is to, at the very least, get them as a new customer so that you can retain them and generate consistent revenue through selling them other things that you have created, right? As an organic marketer, a lot of times people go, I don't understand. How the hell you make money in your business? Wait, you ain't paying for YouTube ads? Wait, you don't do Facebook and Instagram ads? I probably boosted something once or twice last year, but it ain't really my thing. Most of the money I make is through organic marketing, through new customers, reactivating old customers, or getting referrals, right? That's usually how I do to consistently generate revenue, right? Very rarely do I ever do an ad, which is not to say that I might not do some at some point, but as an organic marketer, the majority of the time, I'm just using content marketing and strategic sales marketing like the doorbusters I'm teaching you today to get them in the door and coming back for more, okay? Now, I don't always have people sign up, right? So let me explain. This.com/MBGG. MBGG stands for Market Build Grow Guide. When you get here, you don't really have to sign up to anything. You get a PDF, and you can download the PDF. This is a free guide. I call this one of my Get Paid with Free guides because guess what? Remember I said to you I love ConvertKit, I love Samcart, I love these resources, I love Canva. Guess what? This is a free guide that breaks down some of my favorite business tools. How do you get paid with free? Well, one way, share free information, give your best free stuff away for free, right? Customer appreciation, we'll talk about that in a second. Free resources. Guess what? If you sign up to Canva, ConvertKit, or Samcart through me, baby, I get money from these companies as an affiliate marketer. You sell your stuff, but can you sell affiliate offers too to generate revenue? Now, I am going to pause for a quick second to check the fam. Again, it is the morning. I am a mommy. My kid has to go to school. And see if I need to drop off and do this as a 2-part, or if the hubby is going to take him to school. I'll be right back. Okay, so this, again, it's to me still an opt-in to upsell in that I am giving my clients an opportunity to opt into this particular resource, opt into signing up for the tools that I particularly recommend, and the majority of them in this particular guide I'm connected to as affiliates. So I use them, but I also recommend them to clients, okay? So, excuse me. Let's go back here. We've talked about several things: $1 deals, $7 solutions, opt-in to upsell, lead magnets. The next one here is free customer appreciation. So that is over at sistersense.com/free free gift. Now, you'll notice these are dollar deals and freebies, but each of these, the strategies are slightly different, the objectives are slightly different, so you kind of want to be mindful about what exactly you're trying to accomplish and why would you do one thing versus the other. This is my newsletter template. It's $27. You come here and you can get it for free. This is not a traditional landing page. This is a simple sales page. Traditional landing page, I would give it to you for free, where like the other offer, you put in your name and you put in your email, and then you get the freebie, okay? I did this differently, okay? And I'll explain to you why in a second. So this is a free template. And then when you click here, if you wanted to, there are upsells here. So you can just get this thing absolutely free, put your information here, and you get it for free. Do you have to put your information? Yes, because even though it is free, this is actually a product that I sell. So in order to get it, you have to put your email and your credit card information in, okay? Number one. Number two, you could do more than that. If you wanted to, you can add on this thing, you can add on this thing, and then it goes from you getting here to get something for free to you paying for other things too. Now, there are a couple of reasons why you do it this way versus the other way. The first way, you want to get email subscribers, so they put in their email, their name, and now they're an email subscriber. This is a customer appreciation gift. My goal is to, number one, show my appreciation by giving something free to my customers, sending out an email to one person or a segmented list. Thank you so much. Here. In also customer appreciation gifts, there's an opportunity to say, hey, by the way, if you would like a few other things that you could buy, put in the cart. This is a reactivation, client retention strategy. I don't simply want to take them to a page where they opt in and then that's it and just take the freebie. I want to have the opportunity to, while I have their attention, show them other things that they may want to buy now. Okay? Now, I was talking to a client yesterday. I do clarity calls on Wednesdays. Those are my office hours, right? And I was talking to a client, and we were looking at her content. So she's basically doing 3 brand audit sessions where I look at her courses, her content, her web pages, and help her with a brand assessment. One course in particular that she was doing, I said to her, well, how many sales have you gotten from this course? And so she said, well, it's hard to say because it's not being tracked on the platform, because I actually sell it inside of a one-on-one client offer. So she's not selling the course directly. What she's doing is when she has her one-on-one sessions with clients, she's giving them the course as a bonus and then manually putting them into the course. I was like, okay, good that you're getting clients, number one. But number two, you have no way of gauging, because you are manually putting them in there, by the way. So number one, you're doing something manual, and we want to do automation as much as possible to reduce how much you're doing, even when it's a one-to-one client base, right? But also, more importantly, number two, we want to be able to track and statistically see how many people are signing up and if they're actually doing the course, right? Because you're manually putting them in there, you don't know if they actually are interested in the course. If you gave them a link, however, to sign up to the course, let's say you gave it to 10 people. In a perfect world, all 10 would sign up, but that's not a real world. Some people will sign up because they're like, oh, my God, I just signed up to her call. Now I got her course. Yay. Other people will miss the email, or they'll be like, oh, this is interesting. I'll come back to it later. Whatever the case may be, because of reality, even if you give it to everybody, every single client, not every client is going to show up. The ones that do sign up is an indication that they want more from you, is an indication that they have the ability to be your top clients. Now you want to make sure that you capture the fact that they got the product. Even if they got it for free, you don't want to manually just give it to them. You want them to activate it through the sales page so they can see that this is a paid offer that otherwise they would have gotten. If they paid for it, they're getting it for free. There is psychology in sales. You can just hand somebody a book. They won't see the value of the book unless there's a dollar sign attached to it. You ever heard the saying, when people pay, they pay attention? That is a valuable statement, number one. Number two, when they go to that free page, you have the option of selling them other things. So, you can get this thing just for free, or if you want to, add some other things to the cart. So you get them while they are excited about working with you and investing in what you do to potentially buy other things from you. You are tracking statistically who actually is converting into that product, right? Who is interested in that product. If you feel like, yay, sometimes we over-deliver. Oh, my gosh, this client paid. I'm going to give them this. And I'll be honest with you, because we're real people and we got a whole lot of shit going on, half the time they don't even take advantage of half the extra stuff that you put in there, right? Just keeping it real. It's great to over-deliver and or show the value in putting quite a few things into what you do. I know about it because I do that. I'm about that life. But because I'm about that life and because I know we're real people, not every people are actually going to consume all of that content, and you want to be able to assess those people who actually have a deeper interest in those things with you. Now, I will always get at least one or two people who come to me and say, hey, LaShonda, I know you said it's for free, but it says I got to put my credit card information. And I will help with kind of alleviating those concerns and say, yes, you do have to put it in, but remember, it does say $0. It will not charge you, but you do have to go and complete the actual process. That's up to them to say yay or nay. If they go, ooh, they still scared and they don't want it, they don't want it. But if they really want it, they'll do what they need to do. Now, keep in mind that when they do put in their credit card information, not all platforms, but some of them will give them a notification, do you want to save your information? So that next time it's easier to buy something from LaShonda if that's something you so choose to do. One-click sales, convenient sales. Think about Amazon, billion-dollar company, baby. It's the one click for me. You don't have to remember, where I got to find my PayPal. I got to log in. I got to find my credit card. Where's my pocketbook? Click, buy, done. One click, buy now, pay later. These are all sales features that increase your profit per sale at least by 20 to 30%. So these are just not, I could give it away for free. I could put it on a free landing page, but it means different. It hits different. The purpose is different when you have a sales page with a $0 offer, but also in that the ability to have them save their payment information and the ability to have at that moment to recommend immediately other things they may want to invest into, especially if that in that moment they are obsessed with you and they like the things that you have, they see the value, and they want to be able to invest even more. Okay? So we've got a few more of these to talk about today. Any questions, feel free to let me know now or via the replays side. And again, if you're not getting access to all the trainings that I've done inside of the Finish Strong experience, you definitely want to go over to susansmith.com/Finish Strong to see all the goodies with respect to Finish Strong, or to grab the replays, you go to susansmith.com/FSW for Finish Strong Week, which brings me to the next one here outside of customer appreciation, pop-ups, and virtual experiences. Finish Strong is basically hanging out with me for 5 days, maybe 6, because I might do some extra trainings, extra pop-ups on Saturday and Sunday. We'll see, depending upon my bandwidth and energy. But I say that to say, having experiences where you can give people your best, give them taste tester experiences is what this is all about. Throughout this week, I've had different people, whether they are current clients or people who are just on my email list or on social media, pop into sessions. As a spiritual person, I always say where 2 or 3 are gathered in his name. I don't have to have 100 people listening to me live or on the replay side for me to consistently convert, and that to me is the key, right? And so in this space, I can show you 2 things. I'm going to go over to susansmith.com/Finish Strong. So one of the things I did was, obviously, I'm doing over 15 videos. Some of them are bonus videos with the replays, right? But 3 videos a day for at least 5 days is 15. This is the first video in the series. You click, you play, you watch it absolutely for free. Then you can listen to an audio of me just giving you a breakdown of what the Finish Strong Week is all about. Here you can get the link And I'm going to open this one up real quick. To get the replays plus the workbook for the week, you get the live call-in details. Click, bam, you see how you can access the live calls for the week. You can learn more about my daily deals. You can learn more about my Black Friday and deals, my holiday deals, my January North Carolina event. Write this down. 3 N's. Now, new, and next. While you have people's attention, intentionally mention the things you want them to see. And of course, I on this page have people give people the opportunity to send me an email or send me a voice message and say, hey, I noticed you have this and this. I'm a little bit confused. Can you help me out? That is how I convert. Remember, people say all the time, dollars is in the DMs. So you want to be in a space where pretty much every week, if not every day, 1 to 2, both of them, people are engaging with you. They're leaving comments on your stuff, or they're sending you voice messages or emails. That's how you make consistent sales. So literally yesterday I had quite a few people. I've got at least about, I would say, 5 to 10 people who are in my circle who've reached out to me, whether it be asking about my monthly program, asking about my templates, asking about calls, all the things. You want to be able to have that engagement. And like I said, as an organic marketer, it would be great to say to you, oh my God, I got 200 people, I have 500 people. Yeah, but you also have to have the bandwidth to cover that, right? At the very least, you should have real people communicating with you about your offers, your products, and your services on a consistent basis, again, to generate that consistent revenue. So number 1, there's a page to learn more about the Finish Strong experience. This page also serves as a space for you to say, hey, tell my friends, oh my gosh, LaShonda's doing this training. It's cool. It's a virtual. It's free. Check it out, right? Then, of course, this page, you get the replays. This is the Finish Strong page to sign up to the replays. Either you can get the replays by itself or you can sign up to my monthly program and get the replays for free. Guess what? That gives me the opportunity to sell the replays as a one-time offer. You pay for it once and you get access to it for life. Or get the replays for free and join my monthly community. Having some sort of membership program or community group, subscription, payment plan, or subscription program, these are things that you need to consider. Sales, there's so many parts or aspects, levels to sales, right? Entry point offers, high price point offers. Hey, good morning, good morning. So many different types of offers that you could potentially put together. Continuity subscription-based offers. And the subtotal of all of those offers is what's going to help you get to your 4-figure foundation, your 5-figure focus, or 6-figure sales. That's actually a methodology that I teach when I talk to clients. I'm in a space where usually if clients are coming to me asking for support around their branding, their web design, their marketing, and their sales, they're trying to get to one of 3 places. 4-figure foundation, where they foundationally know how to bring in consistent 4 figures. 5-figure focus, where now they know how to do 4, they're looking for 5s. Or 6-figure sales, because once you know how to do 4 and 5, you can pair those to work on consistent 6, right? So 6-figure sales, 5-figure focus, 4-figure foundation. Where are you now versus where you want to be? That's a question that I consistently ask to help my clients get clarity as far as their money, marketing, and sales goals. So just to recap here, we are talking about, for those of you just coming on in, good morning. We are talking about virtual doorbusters, specials available for a limited time. You get them in the door, and you get them coming back for more. Screenshot this page, number 1. Number 2, each of the examples that you see here, if you were to go to the words in the brackets, like if you go to citizensense.com/free gift, you get to see my customer appreciation free gift that I currently have available, number 1. And, of course, you can take advantage of it if you see any resources here that you want to grab, number 2, okay? But I'm a visual girl, so for each of these doorbuster examples, I wanted to be able to show you some visuals outside of you getting all the Finish Strong replays. If you just wanted to see these particular resources in action, you can screenshot this page, okay? So free pop-up virtual experiences. Keep in mind, I'm getting paid with free because, again, number 1, the training, the pop-up experience is free, but then it's free live. The replays, there is a price point attached to it. Or you can get the replays for free if you join my community, right? So there are different types of free resources. When I teach and talk about getting paid with free, these are some of those real life examples. So free pop-ups, free trainings, okay? I teach in my pop-ups, but you can do free pop-ups in different ways. You can do like networking events. You could do a pop-up where you're doing morning prayer sessions, a motivational pop-up, or you're demoing a product. You don't necessarily have to teach or train in a pop-up. So I wanted to do free training as its own kind of bucket. Here you'll see a few examples. Let's jump into what those look like. So right now I'm doing a webinar, right? So I am in one of my favorite platforms for webinars, Start Meeting, and I'm doing a webinar for you guys, and then I will upload it to the internet so people can access the replays, right? If you were to go to sistasense.live, it's going to take you to the live playlist on my YouTube channel to see my live video content, the latest stuff that I've recently put up, right? And so for me, it's an opportunity for me to go live, talk about some stuff, and then have people on that are like, oh my gosh, click, 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 or watch the replay. Now, one of the things that I say is one of the things that you should gear towards is what I call the 100 challenge, okay? One aspect of the 100 challenge is reaching at least 100 people, real people, on a daily basis. So if I send out an email, that's one way. Or if I upload a video and 20 people, 30 people, 100 people plus watch that video, that's another way for me to reach real people, okay? So going live, I never say, oh my gosh, there's only a few people on my live. It's okay because I'm talking to real people live. But then I also have the opportunity to, if people watch the replay, to engage with those people too. So live stream sessions, number one. Number two, your podcast. So let's go over to sistasense.com/podcast. So one of the things is real talk. You look at the views, you look at the numbers. I don't get caught up in small numbers because as a spiritual person, I always tell you guys where 2 or 3 are gathered in his name. Amen. If you're living in your purpose and you're doing what you need to do, you will attract the right people to you, number one. Number two, yesterday we did the 1K 1-day challenge, and I talked about how you can literally turn $7 solutions into $1,000 sales. And so I intentionally know how to create these entry point offers, and even if it's just a handful of sales, you can make $1,000 with anywhere between 1 to 40 sales. It's just about you connecting to real people. A lot of times people get caught up in going viral and seeing that they have thousands of millions of views. But to be honest with you, there are people out there with thousands of millions of views, and they are broke because they don't know what to do with them views. It's better for you to know that you reach organically tens of twenties of hundreds or thousands and you know how to sell well versus you going viral and being broke because, oh, yay, you made an interesting video that's totally random, but there's nothing about it that converts those browsers into actual buyers. How many videos do we watch, do we consume on a daily basis? We don't pay half of those people. We don't pay most of those people. We're just scrolling through. What matters most is you having videos where people can watch them, see the value in you, what you do, and buy your products, services, and all the things too. Okay? So if you're in a space where you are proactively doing the 100 challenge, the 100 challenge has many parts, and I'll teach it to you another day, probably tomorrow. But what I will say is parts, pieces, profit. So if you work on $100 a day in profit, over 30 days, that's $3,000. That's the foundation, number one. Number two, if you work on reaching 100 people a day, whether it's 20 people watch your video, you got an email list. One of my clients, I was talking to her, she was like, LaShonda, my email list is really small. It's like 50 people. I said, okay, Well, let's get that 50 to 100, okay? But if you got a small email list, but you reach 30 people opened your email today, 20 people watched your video today. That's 50 people you reached, okay? You can't look at it from the perspective of, oh, I'm not seeing thousands of people. If you're paying for ads and you ain't seeing thousands of people, you're wasting your money, right? But if you're doing things organically, you really have to dig into authentically and realistically reaching at least 100 people a day. The average conversion rate is 3 to 5% if your web pages are doing what they need to do, which means if you're doing what you need to do and you're reaching at minimum 50, 100 real people a day, like 100 real people a day, and your sales pages are converting and you're getting 3 to 5 people to buy your stuff at minimum, right? You're working towards real revenue goals. That's what matters to me. I actually have an acronym, GRO, how to get rich online, whether it be rich monetarily or live a rich lifestyle, have the freedom and the flexibility to do what you want to do. GRO means that you, number 2, have to work on generating real revenue online. Not just revenue, but real revenue online. GRO, which for me, number 3, means you have to work on your goals, routines, and offers. So to get rich online, GRO, you have to generate revenue online, GRO, which means you need to work on your goals, routines, and offers. It's an onion. It has levels. It's one of my favorite signature Sister Sense sayings. If you don't know, now you know. So if you go to sistersense.com/podcast, you will see my podcast, and you can listen, okay? You can train people through audio. You can train people through video. The idea here is that you are putting your content out there. Unless you're telling me you're doing one thing intentionally or a few things intentionally, baby, don't tell me you ain't selling. Because I'm going to tell you you ain't selling because what? You ain't selling. You're not selling because you're not proactively putting your content out there. You're not proactively trying to reach people, even if it's 100 people a day, right? So I said to you, the 100 challenge, it has parts, but the base of it is, can you work towards $100 in profit a day, reaching 100 people a day, or working on your first or next best set of 100 pieces of content? Now, keep in mind, I'm doing 5 days with at least 3 videos a day. That's 15 videos in 5 days, 15 of 100 new pieces of content, okay? You can find a way or find an excuse, but you cannot do both. Do you have to do 3 videos a day? Absolutely not. I work for myself and I work at home, so there are periods where I can dig in and dig deep to do things on a maximized level, even as a solopreneur, right? There are people who can support you on Fiverr and other platforms where they can help you edit your videos and upload them and all the things. But, of course, at the end of the day, whatever your budget may be, you should realistically have some autonomy and control over your content by figuring out what kind of content or what kind of pages you want to consistently produce to reach the people you are trying to reach, whether it's new people or reactivating your old clients. So let's talk about a few other things. By the way, if podcasting is something that you want to get better at, if you go over to EPP, SisterSense.EPP, you'll see my easy podcast plan. Okay, just a side note for those of you who maybe video ain't your thing, but you want to get better at podcasting, organic podcasting, that's another resource for you. Then, bim, bam, boom, I'm going to show you 2 more when it comes to training. Go to sistersense.com/training, and this is my business growth formula. I talk about marketing moments a lot, which is when there's a moment for you to hit record and share a day in your life or something that you're doing to build deeper relationships with your audience. This is a video where I'm talking about my business growth strategies that I do and that I teach my clients, number 1. Number 2, where I am right now in this particular video is at a suite that I rent when I do my in-person workshops here in North Carolina. By the way, the next one is coming up in January over at firestartyouryear.com. So if you want to hang out with me, feel free to register while you still can. Outside of teaching my mentors and clients when they are there, I always love to virtually share a piece of that training for the people who can't be there, all right? So I'll go live so they can see me. They can see all the good virtual swag and, well, not virtual, but actual physical swag. I love to give my clients tripods and different memory sticks and chargers and different things to help them with their business tech, right? They can see me, they can see my clients, and they can learn because I teach different topics when I go live doing these training sessions. And then I put them on YouTube. Again, whether it be 1, 2, or 3, 30, 50, or 1,000. I have some videos that have well over 30, 40,000 views. Is that every single video I produce? No. Most of them don't have those kind of numbers. But to me, at the end of the day, I focus more on real people watching my stuff and really getting value out of it and then becoming clients or repeat clients versus me going viral. It's always nice when it happens, but it's to consistently generate revenue. The word that should matter most to you is real versus viral. Real results, real people, real revenue versus having some type of public perception of you being bigger and larger than life and you still sleeping on your mama's couch. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what a lot of content creators have. A lot of them are in a space where they creatively have the perception of perfection and all the things, but a lot of it is just perception of perfection and not the things, right? The feel goods versus what I like to call the real goods. Looking good versus actually being in a good place and financially sound are not always the same thing. So this particular page is sissysense.com/training #1, and another one, sissysense.com/free training #2. So I'm right now doing the Finish Strong week with you guys. And again, it's got over 15 plus videos in there. Now, this is one of the videos that I did yesterday. Yesterday, we did 3 videos on how to work towards your 1K goals. And this was one of them. So one of the things that I've talked about is the fact that I would say at least 5 of the 15 videos are available to watch publicly on YouTube. Okay, you can see all of these are YouTube videos. That's where I upload all my videos. Most of the videos that I have on YouTube are unlisted. You can't access them unless you pay for access to them. Okay? But I do want to, number one, grow my YouTube channel. I want to give people TTOs. Those are what I call taste testers. So if they didn't experience my training live, they didn't go to it, they didn't see it, they didn't have time for it, they could watch it on the replay side. And if I did my due diligence, they'll like it, they'll share it, they'll refer me to other people. If I did my due diligence, they'll go, oh, let me go to the Finish Strong page. Oh, let me buy the replays. Oh, I need to be in LaShonda's. I need to be in her program. I need to be working with her and her entrepreneurs on a weekly, monthly basis. I need some Sister Sense in my life. I'm doing my due diligence, and I'm doing it on levels. I just paused the training because literally I had to check in with my son, make sure that he got his lunch, that his dad is dropping him to school, because if he's not dropping him, I'm dropping him, and all the things. I'm a mom. Right? I'm a service professional. Not only am I working on my stuff, but I'm working on client stuff. I got to make sure I'm not doing too much and not making the most of what I've created. So on top of the fact that I'm recording these webinars to sell, I'm also using a percentage of these webinars to market. When I'm throughout my day, yesterday or the day before, outside of, my son and his lunch, I have a dog, I have a cat, we have snakes, we have leopard geckos. There's a whole damn zoo in my house, okay? So the dog and the cat, they got to have their fitness, their comprehensive exams at this time of year. So I took the dog to go and get hers that morning as well. I had to wrap up my session because I needed to be by the pet hospital by 7:30. There's a lot going on. But guess what? When I upload those videos, again, the majority of them, you got to pay for the replays one way or another because guess what? You got to pay to play. But you can watch a percentage of them absolutely free. That gives me an opportunity to create deeper connections with my customers reactivate customers and or attract new customers. I had the pleasure of getting a comment from someone yesterday, and she was like, oh my God, I am absolutely enthralled with your video. And I was like, Google, define enthralled. Like, I know what enthralled means, but I just needed to look at the definition. Fascinated, it just enjoyed, and that's the job. I call these WBTs, work in background tasks. Please do not tell me, oh, LaShonda, I'm only getting a few views. So what? A lot of us making 6 and 7 figures or 4 and 5 figures, we only getting a few views too. Not everything that we put out there goes viral. It's only when people see the viral stuff they think, oh my God, they're so much bigger. But most of the things don't hit that way. But that's okay. It's not about viral. It's about real. If you can get to the point where you got 20, 30, 40, 100 real people watching your stuff, and then those real people go buy your stuff, doesn't that matter more, the real good, than the feel good of having the illusion of all these people watching you but not converting or investing into the things that you do, the products that you sell? So free trainings, if you can learn how to do that and do that well, it can work for you. And like I said, these trainings are not really for free, in that it gives people the opportunity to go through some things with me and see if we are a good fit. So it's like dating. You can watch me on YouTube. You can watch a lot of my stuff on YouTube. And if you feel like we're a good fit, then get in it. Get in the circle. Get in one-on-one. Work with me on some capacity, right? So those are free trainings. The last one I'm going to share with you is daily deals and steals. Remember I said inflation, recession, people are looking for the things that they need, but they're also looking for daily deals and steals. So if I go to usesuccess.com/daily deals, you're going to come to this page. This page, by the way, I designed this in Canva. It's a Canva website. If you want this template, you can go to usesuccess.com/BUP. If you go to usesuccess.com/BUP, this is where you will see the brand new templates that I've put together. It's a set of templates, and this daily deals template is one of them. You can change the colors, add links, add your videos from YouTube. There's a lot of things that you can add to this thing and then build a website. It's already built. You just have to put your colors on it, your logo, customize it, bam, bam, boom, right? So I wanted to create something that pretty much looked comparable to some of my favorite retail platforms, like looking at their web pages, looking at their holiday sales pages, and going, I'll have what she's having, right? Remember that movie, I'll have what she's having. I want that look. I want that feel. I can design it in Canva and then turn it into a website, which is what I did, right? And so the website, you can showcase your products, your deals of the day, your links. You can showcase things that you have on discount, pretty much anything that you want to showcase. I showcased my upcoming event here in North Carolina, getting $300 off registration. I put in links to the replays. So literally, while you may not have access to all the videos, you can watch some of them, and if you like them, it's a taste tester. Like I always say, when you go to your favorite grocery store and they give you something and say it's on aisle 7, you tasted it, you like it, you got a sample size. Me putting several of my videos in here is a sample size experience, right? And all of this is available in this particular document. If you go to just $1, you get to see the things that I have on a dollar deal. You go to challenges, you get to actually watch challenge trainings that I've put together, downloads, see what I have and talk about as far as what I've got available for download, posts. Literally, if you have blog posts or social media posts, these are some things that I posted on Instagram. You click, you go to my social media, my Instagram page, my social media accounts, my YouTube videos, my latest deals and steals. This is all built in a Canva website. No WordPress, no Squarespace, no Spotify, or not Spotify, what is it called? Squarespace, Shopify, WordPress, a clean, professional-looking website built in Canva, right? If you want to sign up to my newsletter or if you want to join my community, guess what? Got that in here too. Think about the things that you want to share to your audience. I have a lot of stuff, so obviously I've used up all the pages and then some, but you can customize this template to only focus on maybe a few pages, a few things that you want to highlight for your audience, and then also have a space to talk about who you are, what you do, as well as sharing your social media links too. Give me 1 second here. I will be right back. Okay, checking to see if you guys can hear me. I may need to pause the recording real quick. Can you hear me? Let me check. Let me see. Okay, sorry for the slight lull there. I had to simultaneously take a call and I couldn't figure out how to get back on the line. So you can put your social media links and your information in here as well. So being able to share your dollar deals, there are 7 examples that I want to share with you. This one being one of them. Let's go into a few more. Okay, so savers and specials. So I'm going to go to sistasense.com/savers. So the first one I showed you is a website that I built in Canva, number 1. Let me make sure that the recording is recording. Still doing its thing. Okay. So Super Savers is a document that I put together, and I designed this in Canva. And I'm basically sharing some of my best things at discounted rates, right? My best things that I've produced, as well as some of my favorite resources like Walmart Plus, Capital One, StreamYard. These are a part of this guide. So Super Savers is kind of like a catalog, right? When you go to your supermarket and you get a flyer of good deals, that's this for me. So can you put together a flyer, catalog, or a Dollar Deals website resource that you can share with your audience? That's at sistasense.com/savers. Last one that I'm going to share with you is sistasense.com/special. So there are different platforms that you can use to give people the opportunity to pay and book calls with you. I created a special link to book a 60-minute call with me at a reduced rate. I only share this with people privately, okay? Those of you who are watching the webinar, you can see you could come here and get a 60-minute call with me for $97. Let's go to my main page, which is sistasense.com/call me. This is the page that I send people to who publicly want to talk to me. They come here. So you can see my 60-minute calls are $300 for the hour. My 30-minute calls are $150. My 90-minute calls are $495. And then I have the opportunity for people to work with me and get a set of calls with me for $395 per month. Okay, these are just my standard coaching call rates, which, to be honest with you, are significantly low in comparison to some of my clients that have calls that they charge $500 to $1,000 for at minimum. I'm not talking about a call package. I'm talking about a call. $500 for like 30 minutes or $1,000 for 60 minutes. I'm really on the low end as far as these prices. And then I go even lower when I create something like sistasense.com special, where you can talk to me for 60 minutes for $97, right? So I wanted to be able to share with you that you can create different daily deals for your audience where it's taking something that you have at one price publicly and creating a private link that you share to individuals on a case-by-case basis, number one. Or number two, creating some sort of catalog or flyer document, number two. Or number three, as I showed you, giving people the opportunity to go to a website or a web page that highlights your deals and steals. Those are the three examples that I wanted to share with you. Hopefully today's training was helpful when it comes to giving you a sense of some doorbusters, discounts, sales strategies that I use. Like I said, I'm super excited to do the Finish Strong week. I can't believe that, technically speaking, tomorrow is going to be the last day. Trust me, if the spirit takes me, I just might do 7 days versus 5 and add on a few more sessions this weekend. But of course, I'll make sure to keep you guys in the loop of that, number one. Like I said, number two, make sure that you screenshot this particular page so that you can go and take a look at all the links, see how I set them up. Email me or send me a voice message if you have questions, or feel free to take advantage of any of these awesome resources and solutions if any of them in particular serve you. So the last thing that I want to do is also let you know that outside of Finish Strong, I do offer other one-on-one services and solutions that you can learn about. If you need extra help, make sure you screenshot this page as well so that you can go to and research a little bit more about the resources and solutions that I have available to you. Right now, not only is it Finish Strong Week, but it's Cyber Week. And all of our amazing Black Friday, Cyber Monday promotions have been extended. I know mine have. So if you have missed the opportunity to take advantage of some of my awesome good goods at a reduced rate, not only can you go to citizensense.com/daily deals, but for a limited time, you can also check out some of my good goods at citizensense.com/Cyber Monday. So I thank you so much for hanging out with me, hanging out with your girl today. I am trying to get to, there we go, the final slide. Again, as always, make sure that you're doing what you need to do to consistently show up for you and your people too. Feel free to email me if you have questions. Join the circle if you want to get access to my ongoing week-by-week, month-by-month trainings. You don't have to hang out for all of them, but you'll always have something to do, someone, aka me, encouraging and supporting you as part of the Citizen Sense accountability, mentorship, and mastermind community. And of course, we're absolutely free. You can join my Facebook group over at firestarters.citizensense.com, as well as follow me on all the social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all the things at Citizen Sense. That's it for today, by the way. Thank you so much. Friendly reminder, please support by simply liking and sharing and tagging your friends who you know would love to grow and need support from your girl. All right, y'all, that's it for today. Till the next one, take care.